Blueprint exclusive by Madhavdas Krishna. Now, the arrest of ISKCON priest Chinmoy Krishna in Dhaka has sparked a massive storm in Bangladesh. A Chittagong court has rejected the bail plea of Chinmoy Krishna, one of the prominent seers of ISKCON Bangladesh. The court also upheld the sedition case filed against him earlier this month and sent him to police custody. Followers of Chinmoy Krishna and radicals also clashed to the court premises after the bail plea of the ISKCON priest was rejected. Chinmoy Krishna has been a vocal voice against violence on Hindus and other religious minorities in Bangladesh. While being taken from the court in the police van, Chinmoy Krishna gave a strong message to stay united and showed a victory sign while his followers chanted Jai Shri Ram. Take a look at this sequence. The Ministry of External Affairs has condemned the arrest and denial of bail to Hindu religious leader Chinmoy Krishna and has urged the Bangladesh authorities to ensure the safety of Hindus. However, there seems to be no end to politics over this issue. While BJP calls for Hindu unity to save the lives of Hindus, India bloc leaders have asked the MEA to take the matter of persecution of Hindus in Bangladesh very seriously. Listen in to the war of words.
Radical forces are working in Bangladesh. I appeal all the Hindus around the world should come together and protect the existence of Hindus in Bangladesh. It's not only the protest, it's our fight for survival of the Hindus.
किसी भी देश में इस तरह की भावना नहीं पैदा होनी चाहिए। हर स्वतंत्रता है, जब हमारा देश हम सेकुलर मानते हैं तो हमारे देश में जिस तरह की स्वतंत्रता है दूसरे देश में अगर इस तरह का हो रहा है तो भारत सरकार देखेगी। इसमें विपक्ष की पार्टी के लोग क्या देख सकते हैं?
I think that the Ministry of External Affairs should take up this case seriously and they should lodge a strong protest that Hindus who are in minority in Bangladesh, they should be given full security.
Now, several seers and spiritual leaders have slammed the Bangladesh government over the arrest of priest Chinmoy Krishna, spiritual teacher and founder of the Isha Leadership Academy. Sadhguru has termed the arrest of Hindu leader Chinmoy Krishna as disgraceful. Sadhguru has also urged all Bangladeshi citizens to build back a democratic nation. Listen in to what the seers have said about the persecution of Hindus in Bangladesh.
We, Bangladesh Hindu Buddha Christian Unity Council, condemned the arrest of Chinmoy Krishna. We demand his immediate release from the custody.
ये बहुत ही चिंता का विषय है कि एक तरह तो हम देख रहे हैं कि किस तरह जो माइनॉरिटीज़ हैं, हिंदू माइनॉरिटीज़ हैं बांग्लादेश में, उनके ऊपर में लास्ट 100 दिनों से अधिक उनके ऊपर में अत्याचार हो रहा है। चिन्मय कृष्ण दास एक पूरे माइनॉरिटीज़ मूवमेंट का वो फेस बन गए थे और हमने ये भी देखा कि जो भी प्रोटेस्ट हुआ उनके अंडर में वो बहुत ही शांतिपूर्व ढंग से हो रहा था।
देखिए, ये बहुत गलत हुआ है और मैं समझता हूँ जिस तरह से पाकिस्तान किया हिंदुओं के साथ और वही रवैया बांग्लादेश भी अपना रहा है और ये बहुत गलत है।
And there's breaking news coming in from Bangladesh where in fact violent clashes were seen outside the Chittagong court leading to the death of one person. The violence broke out when Chinmoy Krishna Prabhu was brought in the prison van after his bail was denied and he was transported to the jail. Let's quickly take this across to Rishabh. Rishabh, this is the moment when Chinmoy Krishnadas was being taken away from the Chittagong court and he was being escorted to the jail. That's the time when these clashes broke out, and now we are told that one person has died. One lawyer has died, in fact, in those clashes.
Well, Madhav, definitely. The way violence has been unleashed on the supporters of Chinmay Prabhu in last 24 hours is unprecedented. The way things are happening, even at the Chittagong court, where the ISKCON priest was produced earlier for the ritual appearance where he applied for bail, but that was denied. After that, the clashes broke out between the supporters of Chinmay Prabhu and the police forces there. Now what we are given to understand that Shafiqul Islam Ali, a lawyer who was part of the protest against the establishment for unleashing atrocities against the minorities, especially Hindus in Bangladesh, since the interim government has come in, has been reported dead. One, fatality has been reported from the Chittagong court itself, and this shows that how the streets of Bangladesh is in complete lawlessness.
Well, absolutely complete chaos. In fact, that's being seen over there as well. Rishabh, thanks so much for joining us with that update. Let's quickly take this across to our guest now. All right, joining us at the moment is Radha Ramandas, who's Vice President and Spokesperson of ISKCON Kolkata. Also with us is Rahul Ishwar, who's an activist. Dr. Nikul Patel, leader of the Congress Party, is also with us. Let me start with you first. Radha Ramandas, the kind of clashes that we saw at the Chittagong court and the overall situation where, a number of charges, including sedition, are being slapped for just speaking up for those who are at the receiving end of violence and perhaps many would say unrequited cases, as we've been seeing the media, various minority groups and now religious leaders such as Mr. Chinmoy Krishnadas himself. What is the situation on ground, Radha Ramandas G, and what really are we looking at in terms of how these sort of issues can be handled from here on?
We saw actually for last 25 hours I haven't slept. Whole night devotees were calling. They were sending messages. Yesterday night itself, when Chinmoy Krishnadas was arrested, then Hindus started protesting and they were attacked by Muslim mobs. We saw that some people were attacked with daggers just for protesting his arrest. So this is very shocking, and what happened today in court is even more shocking. When Chinmoy Krishnadas was brought there, we saw that Hindus were there, they were protesting. But then policemen, they they had brutally beaten the people there. One lawyer was also killed. So what is happening in Bangladesh is, there is it doesn't seem that there is any law there in action. Today, Ministry of External Affairs, they also condemned the whole situation, and they had expressed their concern for Chinmoy Krishnadas. We hope that the Bangladeshi government listens and start taking action.
Absolutely. And in fact, this is a big question indeed. Let me bring in Shubhankar Bhattacharya. Shubhankar Bhattacharya, we've seen so many political leaders time and again talk about what's happened in Gaza, and everyone has any right to speak about any particular issue. The bigger question is, when it comes to Bangladesh, is there, a deliberate silence? Why are we not seeing enough people speak up about it, whether it is leaders at the regional level or at the national level? Of course, the government has clarified its own position, condemned the kind of developments taking place. But shouldn't this be something where we should be seeing more unanimity, more voices speaking together?
Madhav, I completely agree with you. The thing is that really we are coming too soft on this particular issue. And at a time when we are continuously seeing, the concerns rising in Bangladesh, ever since this interim government has come in, it is a thing of concern. And at a time that when we, backpat ourselves, calling ourselves the Vishwaguru. So at that time, if the Bangladesh is undermining, our immediate neighbors are undermining our stand, so that means it is completely exposed that what kind of foreign policy have we got into. Similarly, at the current moment, I'm here at Sikkim, where hardly at 100 kilometers we have Doklam, and we have constantly we are seeing the aggression behavior of the Chinese army as well, and that is being faced by the Indian army. But Again, there is nothing, there is one episode or two episodes or some news coming up. Again, we go completely mum about it. We should have been taken much more seriously. These international issues are constantly rising. And
the government has issued a statement today. They say they are taking it up seriously. What is the specific thing that you feel the government has not done?
See, the thing is that we have completely failed in actually building pressure on a country like Bangladesh, where we should have actually put them into complete pressure when this interim government come in. And they have actually, we are kind of constantly seeing that the way they are treating Hindus over there, the concern over our Hindu brethren who are staying over there, and now this, the arrest of this Hindu icon. So this itself shows that
you still haven't clarified how that pressure would have been put on, but I'm going to take that question across to Rahul Ishwar. Rahul Ishwar wants to respond to you, I believe. Rahul Ishwar.
Madhavji, let us be very honest about this. There is no point in blaming government or anybody for that matter. It is the responsibility of India to build pressure as the largest Hindu majority nation in the world. We have to build pressure regarding the Bangladesh issue too. Mahatma Gandhi, even during the partition time, rightfully said that the Sikhs and Hindus who are coming in Bangladesh and Pakistan, we should be taking care of them, and they should be taken care of. It is the dharmic responsibility of India. So India and international community should raise this issue, put pressure, and use all our leverages to support ISKCON. ISKCON is the pride of India. ISKCON is there world over. We have all been to ISKCON at some point of our time. So ISKCON is a great group that has originated in India. We have ethical responsibility towards them, and also human rights groups, Amnesty International. We would like to listen to what Amnesty has to say about it. So there are not enough voices is a fact. Let us not run away from the fact. Let us not put blame game. Let us not turn the tables. Let us be honest and opening in condemning this minority witch hunt that's happening, and we should at least be honest and truthful about this rather than being clever by half.
Right. Dr. Nikul Patel, we have seen several leaders of your party that you represent, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, talk extensively about Gaza. When it comes to Bangladesh, there may have been some odd statements. There's a token condemnation coming in from Samajwadi Party also. But why is there no active articulation? It's all very well to put the government in the dock. That's every opposition party's right. But what about them coming out and condemning this arrest?
See, firstly, we as a Congress condemn the act, what happened in the Bangladesh, the arrest of the priest of ISKCON. Secondly, now it comes to what the action has to be taken. That is the first part. And we feel that Bharatiya Janata Party always claims that our Honorable Prime Minister is having very good international hold, as well as in last 10 years, we have very good international relation, especially with our neighbors. And now when it comes to Bangladesh, definitely Pradhan Mantri should also speak something, but we need not listen anything from him. I think if he calls to the government there, then definitely some positive can happen. But that is not happening. Only blaming Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi is not the way right now, but the first blame has to be.
Sir, but the Prime Minister has at least issued a statement. In recent days, we have seen that. In this particular case, has that...
Recent days, today, I think, means he must talk with and he must say that what happened. He is very outspoken, and he always used to speak on international affairs, especially from Russia or Ukraine or anything happening in the international. When it comes to Sanatani arrest, I think he must speak immediately.
Okay, let me take that question across to Siddharth Yadav. Siddharth Yadav, the Prime Minister, the government should take it up officially with the regime there in Bangladesh. Why is that not happened is the question of Nikul Patel. Please respond to him.
Madhav, all of us know that the Ministry of External Affairs has issued an official statement. The spokesperson has issued an official statement. The stand of our country. The country has taken, the government of India has taken a note of what has happened in Bangladesh. We have objected to what has been happening there. We have also taken a note on all attacks, the documented facts on attacks, of targeted attacks on minorities, the persecution of minorities in the recent days after the regime change happened. And it is the government of India which has been vocal about this since day one. But the two panelists who spoke and rather, are finding an opportunity today with the particular incident, one spoke about how Bharat is a Vishwa Guru today. one mocked the foreign policy of India. Do not find this opportunity. You have all the heart to speak about Gaza, about Hamas. You have all the heart to let out for Palestine. But when it happens to Hindus in Bangladesh, your leaders can't utter a word, and you sit here running their agenda, trying to run a narrative that now India is not a Vishwaguru, India is not a foreign policy. The regime there, we all know what has happened, how the regime turned over. What India is doing, we also know that. Where is Sheikh Hasina? We also know that how India, has always been supporting a democratic process in any part of the world, and especially in our neighborhood. And we also know how India has taken a strong stand and has taken a strong note of the current affairs in Bangladesh. Now, you can't appreciate that, but you want to take this as an opportunity to mock India. Please do not do it, because your leaders are mum, because probably this doesn't fit.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you there, Siddharth, because the Prime Minister is speaking. I'd like to thank all our panelists, Rahul, Ishwar, Siddharth Yadav, Radha